Hello everybody, it's Philippa here. Today I want to talk to you about motivation. I came across a really interesting little quote from Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N, today. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Really like that one. So what are you motivated to do, and how do you get into the habit to keep doing it? It's a question we all ask ourselves. There are things we want to do in life, and there's an element of us that says, yes, I must do this. And the motivation gets you started. But that motivation may not continue the process. That's when it has to become habitual. It has to become a habit. So what things do you need to do you need motivation for? And how do they click from being something you need motivation for, becoming habitual? How long does it take for something to become habitual? I remember having this discussion with my sister, who's a primary school teacher. I think in America and England that's grade school or junior school, I don't know. Anyhow, kids beginning up until about the age of 12. And she was saying that you need to do something at least 100 times for it to become a habit. And we were talking about picking up a pen and writing. I thought, that's a lot of times for something to become habitual. And when you think about the things that have become habitual in your life, you have to stop and go, oh my goodness. For example, I used to, not now, as you can see, bite my fingernails. So how many times did I bite my fingernails for it to become so habitual when I was younger? Like a kid, lots of us do that. Dirty habit, don't do it, guys. Much nicer to have pretty ones. So, oh, hi Kayla. So, what is it that clicks something over from being something you're motivated to do, that something's habitual? And this happens with people who go to the gym. I'm currently, shouldn't have put my hand up. I'm currently doing some physiotherapy with an organisation who want me, and I expect that I will be, becoming habitual to go and do regular exercise at their site. Now, I know a lot of people have a gym habit. People have all sorts of habits. Some habits are really good for us. Some habits are not so good. And some habits become so ingrained that they sometimes become addictions. So again, where do we click from motivation to habit, and from habit to addiction? It's quite a line, isn't it? Or is it a circle? It could be a circle. No, I think it's more linear. So what do we do? How do we get ourselves into a state that motivates ourselves to get going? And we all know something new, something exciting happens, and you're all motivated, and you go out and you do it, and it's all very exciting. And then you think, oh, do I have to keep doing this? And it's only when you love what you're doing, when you are passionate about what you're doing, then it clicks over into habit. When that spark of motivation is no longer clicking in every day, and you haven't really enjoyed it, it's really easy for this thing that you've been doing through the motivation to suddenly become the, oh, I'm busy today, oh, I can't really get there today, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll put it off. So it's the things that we enjoy doing that become habitual. So how do we make things we don't enjoy doing habitual, that are good for us, of course, not the things that are bad for us? Do we remind ourselves how good they are for us? Do we set a goal and say, when I've got to X, then I will achieve this? There's a number of ways, but goal setting is a really good way to do it. To actually set a goal, to actually think about what you want to achieve, by what date you want to achieve it, how you want to achieve it, and to really think about what you're going to feel like and really imagine that moment when you get there. And that's a process we can help with you through some hypnotherapy. We can actually take you to that future place and actually get you to see what it's going to be like when you've achieved what you set out to do, when you get to that goal. Hi, Naki. When you actually get to that goal, thanks, Naki. When you get to that goal of achieving what you want to do, and you can imagine how you're going to feel and that achievement's going to be, they're things that help you go from a spark of motivation to habit to achieving an outcome. It's quite an interesting process. And to get this process on the road, you need to find out what things motivate you. Are you motivated by positive outcomes, or are you someone who's motivated by the negative? Do you run towards things, you're running towards your goal, or are you someone who likes to run away from something and that's why you go that way? It is always better to be running towards something. Running away from something to get somewhere else, you don't have an end point in mind. You're just running from there. It's a good start to the motivation, but once you realise you've got to that, you need to change it and turn it into a goal that you're going for. Because running away, you haven't got a journey in place, you haven't got an end point, you haven't got an aim. It's like letting go of an arrow if you're doing archery and not even having something that you're planning to hit, a target or anything. It should just go anywhere. It could hurt somebody, you could stab someone, not stab, arrow someone, because you don't know where you're aiming for. You're just running away. So if that running away is what's forcing you to move and to make a change, you need to stop and go, yes, it's not nice, I need to move, but now I need to focus on what it is I want. Hi, John. So all of these things that I've spoken about today all start with what is that spark of motivation. So I'd love you to tell me what motivates you to get things done. And when do you know that motivation spark has now kicked into being habitual things that you do? So thanks for listening, guys. Hope you've all had a lovely day here. 24th of February 2020. It still freaks me out, 2020, guys. So please, if you need help to work out how that goal is going to look, if you need help in any way, PM me or go to my webpage, ylifecoaching.com.au, or check out my Facebook page, Life Coaching. Have a great day, people. See you tomorrow. And as I said before, I'll just read it back to you to end it. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. And a goal gives you somewhere to go to. Thanks a lot, guys. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Naki. I'm glad you come to me. Yes, I will definitely do some hypnosis with you. Bye now.